My name is Kate Panassi, and I am faculty in the School of Health Professions Doctor of Physical Therapy program. I also serve as the Assistant Dean for Interprofessional Education, which basically means I represent all of our unique and distinct programs of the School of Health Professions at the institutional level with our TTU-HSC Office of Interprofessional Education, or IPE. And so in that unique role, I serve on many of the institutional committees and planning committees for our IPE events, and really bring the ideas and the needs of our programs from the SHP to the institutional level. On that end, we also have an SHP IPE committee where we have representation from staff as well as each of our programs, so that I can get their input and needs and desires and bring them back to the institutional level. Of course, our students are becoming experts in their particular field of study, but where the Office of Interprofessional Education comes in is to help those students build a dual identity. So not only are they practicing professionals in their area of practice, but we also want them to be knowledgeable and valuable members of the healthcare team. So focusing on IPEC's core competencies of roles and responsibilities, communication, teamwork, and values and ethics, we've woven those concepts throughout all of our interprofessional education activities to really help our students to build those skills and abilities for when they graduate and go out into practice. The Office of Interprofessional Education helps support what we call both centralized and decentralized events throughout the year. So our decentralized events are typically on the smaller nature and are created and established and run at sort of the program and school levels. Our centralized IPE events are those that are organized and planned and run by the institutional IPE office. So we have about 2 to 3 per semester, and that schedule stays pretty standard from year to year. These events are quite large, and registration varies from several hundred students to over 1,000 students. Of course, we encourage all students within TTU-HSC to participate in these activities, and we have a very robust relationship with other institutions across Texas and the United States, so that our Office of IPE is able to pull in learners from programs from other institutions that we don't have represented here, such as physical therapy assistants and dietetics and social work, which allows our students the opportunity to engage and learn about those professions when they might not otherwise have been able to do so. Faculty and staff are encouraged to participate at all levels of interprofessional education as participants and learners, but also as facilitators. So we're always in need of faculty or staff facilitators to oversee our small groups and make sure that they are kind of plugging along with the activities and give some input. No expertise is needed on the content of the event. Rather, the role of the facilitator is to facilitate and just help the group move along with the activities that they're being engaged in. Along with that, we do award our faculty and staff with team development hours that can go towards your annual requirements, as well as the IPE office does give a letter and a certificate of appreciation for not only serving on planning committees, but also serving as a facilitator, which can be very beneficial when looking at promotion or tenure packets. So there are lots of volunteer opportunities for our faculty and staff. As I've mentioned, we have committees for the centralized institutional events that are always looking for committee members. We really want to have representation across schools and programs on each of those committees so that we can get the input and the insight from the experts in those fields as to how their profession would be engaging in that particular activity or case or whatever the students would be going through. If you have any questions about IPE, please feel free to contact me at any time. Please encourage everybody to reach out to the IPE office as well at their email, which is ipe@ttuhsc.edu. They're a wonderful staff and always very willing to help with anything. Also really want to remind everybody that if you are doing some of the decentralized IPE activities or something that could become a decentralized IPE activity, really want all of those to become registered within the IPE registry, and that link is available on their website. Also, one last thing to highlight, the IPE office is incredibly supportive of all of our faculty and staff with learning opportunities, and there's a variety of courses throughout the year hosted here on campus, some virtually and some on other institutions across the state through the Texas IPE Consortium, and our IPE office has consistently been very supportive in helping with registration costs. So if you're interested in any of those courses as the information comes out, please again don't hesitate to reach out with questions. And thank you so much.